This video is completely spoiler-free. Watch without worry. 2019 was a pretty great year for me. I graduated high school, started college, and I even managed to snag my first kiss. But in addition to all of those developments, 2019 was also the year I started reading a lot more manga. And by 2020, my new habit had turned into an addiction. I'm now reading a lot more manga. Like 100 plus titles more manga. Fortunately, pretty much everything I read is found right on Viz, Mangadex, or Crunchyroll, so it's rather easy to keep up with all of them. One of my favorite parts about reading more manga, though, is that I get to experience that amazing feeling of one of them getting an anime adaptation more often. And anime adaptations are great. For one, they mean the series is doing well. Two, they allow you to re-experience a series with full color, voice acting, music, and of course, animation itself. But also three, it means that many new people are now going to get to enjoy the series. And that's just awesome. So without further ado, here are 4 upcoming or current anime adaptations that I'm really excited for. First up, we've got Eden Zero. Written and illustrated by V. Hiro Mashima, Eden Zero is a so-called space fantasy series that follows aspiring beekeeper Rebecca and Shiki, a guy who just wants to make friends, as they adventure together through the Sakura cosmos. It's been a really great read so far, with its lovable characters, heartfelt stories, and of course, its amazingly drawn action. And yes, Mashima's previous work, Fairy Tail, did have some serious issues. But so far, Eden Zero hasn't made the same mistakes. Villains are real threats and conflicts have actual weight. And best of all, we still get all that amazing Mashima fan service. The studio for the anime is JC Staff, which, let's be honest, could potentially be a bad thing. But it's also being chief directed by Shinji Ishihara, who directed the first 2 Fairy Tail series. So, I have hope that it'll be good. I'm looking forward to it airing in April 2021. Second up is Jujutsu Kaisen. Written and drawn by Gege Akutami, the series mainly follows 3 high school students, Yuji, Megumi, and Nobara, and their teacher, Satoru Gojo, as they explore the world of sorcery, try to save people from that world's horrors, and battle against those who would misuse their sorcery powers. It definitely gives off some serious Naruto vibes with its dark tone and team setup, but it also absolutely distinguishes itself too. But also like Naruto, JK's world building is masterful and thoroughly immerses you in its universe of exhilarating sorcery battles and interesting characters. Side note, I actually like the translated English title, Sorcery Fight. I think it captures the series quite well, but Viz clearly went with Jujutsu Kaisen because it sounds less generic. I personally hate this developing trend of leaving Japanese words untranslated for literally no reason, but whatever. As for the anime, it's already started airing. The 24-episode season is being made by MAPPA, and they're popping off hard. So definitely don't sleep on it. Next up, SAO Progressive. Do I even need to explain the premise for this one? Everyone knows what SAO is. And yes, technically this is cheating since it's a light novel, but it also has a manga adaptation, so whatever. Critics' biggest problem with SAO, well, one of critics' biggest problems with SAO, was that the exciting premise was criminally underutilized. Because of huge time skips, Kirito becomes sufficiently OP to no longer have to worry about his own life within like the first couple episodes/chapters. So any tension is basically immediately gone. However, Progressive is Reki Kawahara's direct response to this valid criticism. It retells the Aincrad arc from the beginning, one floor at a time, and spares no detail. This is the SAO people wanted when they heard the amazing premise. So look, maybe you watched SAO and didn't like the direction it took, or you heard it was bad so you never gave it a chance in the first place. Well, I encourage you to give Progressive a chance when it ends up airing, because I enjoyed it. And lastly, we've got Don't Bully Me, Nagatoro-san, which was localized as Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro, which I guess is an alright translation. I mean, at least Vertical translated the title at all, right? You know? Anyway, Nagatoro is written and drawn by Nanashi, and follows the tan sadistic beauty Nagatoro as she torments her classic spineless shonen protag senpai. Like, literally, what more can you possibly want from a series? It's just the best. There's a reason Nagatoro is the preeminent anime bully girl, you know? And that's it for the video, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you want to see more of this type of content. And, yeah, thanks so much. If you know what the anime on the right is, you're definitely cultured.